Hello, my name's Chris, this is Blue Kraken Gaming, and welcome back to Stellaris, where if you are enjoying the series, I would ask that you please consider leaving a like, a comment, or a subscription. Any or all help the channel grow, and they help get it out in front of other people, so thank you very much to those of you that do that. First off, I'm going to apologise if I sound a little bit odd this week. I mentioned it, or actually no, I have mentioned it in the Stranded Deep video that I recorded before this, but this comes out like 4 days before Stranded Deep, so... yeah, apologies if I sound a little bit odd. I had a bit of an illness over the last week prior to recording this, so yeah, bit of a sore throat and a bit of an infection. So, sounding a little bit odd, but I'm hoping it doesn't put you off too much. But yeah, that's just where we are. I might need to pause to cough occasionally, but I'll dive for the mute button. Other than that, in our last episode, we finally expanded the borders and managed to get the choke points that I wanted to do. And we welcomed ourselves to the Galactic Neighbourhood, where we've got a collection of, I'm going to say broadly speaking, nice people on this side. And on this side, we have a fanatic militarist. Now, we might get along because we're both materialists, but fanatic militarists are, yeah, they like the shooty shoots. So it could be interesting. We'll have to see how that goes. So we are basically locking down our borders and trying to build up as much as we can along those lines. I'm going to let time run while we do this. We are also still upping our military. 10 ships will be upgraded. Yeah, that's not going to get us that much. Okay, good. That's more minerals. Let's get us improved strike craft, because that's just going to be a strict upgrade to everything we've already got. Cool, that's a new planet that we're setting down. Oh, frontier sector. Okay, so the way sectors work, you can see at the moment these 4 planets are all in the Polvan sector. Because the Polvan is... Oh, alien writing. Someone used a mining laser from orbit approximately 5,000 years ago to carve a large body of writing into the surface of this planet. The massive script covers a large portion of the moon's upper hemisphere and appears to be a short story chronicling the difficult life of an alien mercenary. Fascinating. So that gives us society research there now going forward. So that's quite nice. However, right, back to sectors. So the way sectors work at the moment is you have a planetary, a sector capital, which our empire capital is the capital for its sector. And any planets that are settled within 4 jumps of it fall within that sector, which means they all have the same governor and he looks after all of them. Anything 5 jumps or more becomes the frontier sector until we set a new sector capital. So, for example, this one is over here in Sarsham, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sectors, 5 jumps away. So that's too far, even if you go another way round. Now, when we settle Etlan, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps away. So that will be within range. Bellatrix will be 1, 2, 3, 4, so that'll also be within range. Wow, we got a couple of planets there too that we can get. So yeah, those are all going to fall within the Polvan sector. It's only those 2 that aren't going to be within. That one's not going to be within, so we might want to plan where we're going to make the capital. So for example, if we make the capital here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So Sarsham will be in range, but Niambia won't. But if we make Sarsham the capital, Niamba will, as would Wenkwart when we get to it. So that's likely going to wind up being our second sector capital. And I think we're probably only going to need 2 sectors. But yeah, that's just how sectors work. And you kind of want things in a sector because then they get a governor and they give an overview, an overall perk depending on who's governing them. So for example, we have a righteous governor here. So every planet in the Polvan sector has crime at -25 because he is righteous and just. And we don't like crime because crime is a pain. Right, yes, we're building the luxury resources there to help with the housing. This is our factory world. Is it? Is that meant to be a factory world? Oh. Earthquakes on Ushkan Prime. There has been a wave of earthquakes on Ushkan Prime recently, and the buildings and several of our settlements have collapsed. With many fatalities as a result, the subterranean alien empire is excavating a new cavern deep underground where they plan to build a new city. And this appears to be the source of earthquakes. So, either way, we get the 10 devastation, and we can either have our pops be angry, or we harm our relations with the underground society. I mean, I think we need an apology. They've damaged our cities. So we'll see how that unfolds. Right, okay. But it does mean... Yeah, because that's going to be our generator world, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, yeah, we've got a generator technician working on that. That's great. Right, okay. Let's just increase our Unity output. Nice and quick on that one. Okay, so where is our construction ship? You're there. Where do we want to try and grab next? Oh. Singing planet. What we first assumed to be a deliberate attempt at communication has turned out to be an unusual but naturally occurring phenomenon. The magnetic waves produced by the planet, given the proper handling and editing, may sound a bit like talking or even singing, but they are in no way created by a thinking being. Some of our scientists, however, find it quite catchy. It might be possible to make use of this phenomena, possibly by hosting artists or VIPs at a station created solely to catch these signals and play them as relaxing music. Wow, that's awesome. I've never seen that. A Unity station. That's very cool. That's very cool. Right, I do actually want to expand here, though. Get those alloys in our system. Food is becoming a problem. Okay, where's our agri world? You're our agri world. Really? Did I set that? No, auto-designated. Okay, alright. Well, we'll need to get one built. Let's get a couple of agriculture districts. Let's clear that quicksand basin afterwards to give us a bit more building room. Okay. So things progressing all right at the moment. Let's get a few more combat ships. Because, oh, what have we got? Archaeological sites. Thanks to some incredible outside-of-the-box thinking, our Themlaran engineers have managed to restart the damaged computer core by introducing a procedural AI to the ship's systems. We are able to engage it in dialogue. Essentially, we convince the machine to work with rather than against us. The breakthrough has provided scientists with new insights into the nature of the data encryption. As we continue to make our presence felt on the galactic stage, such knowledge will prove invaluable. Quantum firewalls. Okay, so that's to do with code breaking, and that's all espionage and stuff against other civilizations, because you can set up spy networks. Okay, what have we got? We have discovered a new life form. Although calling it a life form may be incorrect, these entities appear to be fully automated mechanical drones built exclusively for some unknown purpose. Observations will continue, but it is likely that these machines are programmed with defensive protocols. It would be prudent to tread lightly. Okay. We've already got an envoy working on that. Okay, we've got 2 of our 3 envoys working. So we're really friendly with you, aren't we? Yeah. Yeah, we're improving relations. So we've already got an envoy there. Anything we'd really want from them now would be a federation. And they are pacifist fanatic materialists. Okay. If there's someone else we can try and get on board. Egalitarian militarists. Spiritual seekers. And they're going to be the opposite of us, so that's going to be no good. Pacifist spiritualists. No, that's no good. No. Okay. That's going to be interesting if we try and get the pacifist and the militarist in the same alliance. Right, let's try and improve our relations with these guys on this side, seeing as they're our immediate neighbours, because if we can be happy with all of them, then we haven't got to worry about what's going on near to us. Okay. Oh, unpause. How about we let time flow? Right, so you're making your agriculture. Oh, what have we got? The wreckage of the asteroid R2-11B1. I think it should be D11, because then, you know, you got R2-D2 then. Is the remnants of a vessel belonging to a now stranded scientist, Keb, identifying herself as to belonging to the hitherto unknown Miltron, I can't see if there's an L there, species. From amidst the wreckage, she somehow managed to contact Feathers of Olive, the science officer stationed aboard the ISS Ilafir, and is requesting to be rescued. She explains that her collision was due to a malfunction in navigational sensors, and that she has been unable to leave the asteroid for several years. She claims her scientific knowledge to be without equal, and that she would be a valuable asset. She points to her survival as proof of that. So we either get her as a scientist, or we leave her alone. And what does that do? One of 2 options will happen. Feathers of Olive gains the adaptable trait. Or feathers volleyed. Yeah, no, I think we're just going to let her join. Right, let's have a look at her, though, because she'll now be in the leader pool. Okay, she looks human. Computing and research speed 10. She is a very good scientist. Who have we got working in here at the moment? Field manipulation. So you're getting a 91% research buff. If we swap it out for her, we then get a 92% research buff. So, slightly more, because she's not specialised in field manipulation. But because she's just a spark of genius, she's really good at that anyway. And when computing comes up, she'll fly through that. So she's more universally good, shall we say. Okay, that's good to know. Right. Okay. I want to do a bit of shuffling around that then with science, because if you're on 76, but if we change who's doing that, we've got this guy who is manical. Yes. What does that give us now? 83, so he's better there. Have we got a better engineer we could use? No. Okay, so he'll stay where he is. Right. And then the Lofnir, you need now one of these new leaders, and you can have this one. So he can level up a bit. Okay, that's fine. Awesome. Right, and we'll let time play again. Now, Ocean World, what do we want that to be? There's not a lot of specialised things there. Agriculture, agriculture. So we could make that a breadbasket. Shared knowledge. Our research into technologies has furthered. Okay. The recent scientist, in addition to CARE, has put a knowledge on technology to good news. She has shared her insights and pushed our physics research to new heights. Nice. Research complete. Oh, wow. Just jumped to load there. Okay, I think we're going to colonise this. And I think we're going to try and make it a... Need to buy some alloys. So let's sell some consumer materials. Right. You're 100%. Industrious. Consumes minerals instead of food. But we do need some food. That's the challenge with it. You guys are strong. You like ocean worlds. Strong gives better resource output. So we'll send you guys there. And we'll make that a breadbasket to just make food. Okay, wow, okay, you just gave us the Starbase Defense Grid computer. Nice. Okay, and what else did you give us? Subspace sensors. Wow, really nice. Okay, cool, thank you. Just 2 free techs there, that's awesome. Construction complete. Okay, you finish that off. Let's... We can't quite do that yet. No, don't want to move that there. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Someone's declared us a rivalry. The Independent Traich Coalition. They have declared us our rival. Okay, who are you guys then? No. Oh, it was you guys up here. Oh, okay. Okay, that's interesting. Now, the quick thing, can we declare rivalries back? Because harming relations is a problem for us, right? Having them as our rival gives us... Okay. So that gives us additional influence, which is good, and makes their rivals friendlier to us. Yes, let's treat them as the bad guys. And see if that improves our relations with anyone else. Because that is what it will do. Okay. So... Oh... While conducting a survey of... Right, where are we? Here. The off-layer has discovered the remains of an automated shipyard in orbit, or at least 1,000 years old, and it seems to be subject to some heavy missile barrage, including one of its manufacturing bays. Oh, but one of its manufacturing bays is still in working condition. The science officer is confident that the power can be restored. Okay, so... Situation log updated. What does that require? That requires a construction ship in orbit, which handily... We've got one kicking around not doing anything, so you can go and do that. Put more tech. The energy grids, which is great. Let's set up our let's increase our shields. Because I feel like if they're setting us as a rival, we may wind up going to war a little bit. So I want to be ready for that. Oh, lots going on. Okay, complementary thinking. When diverse minds come to work together, there's no telling what they can accomplish. In addition of a new non-Tharbarite member of our research team is already producing results. Okay. So we've gained exotic materials labs, and we're 40% of the way through, which is nice. The archaeological site has finished. Okay, there's the trigger for that. So the damaged computer core has been fully repaired, and while most of the data is encoded, decryption efforts are already underway. If we're willing to put in the time and allocate the resources, only a matter of time before we have access to everything, including the location of our former homeworlds. In fact, we may have already learned something to our advantage by triangulating the hyperlane dilations along the slaver ship's flight path. We uncovered the galactic coordinates of Minamar Specialized Industries. We now have a choice, either to confront our former masters or leave them to their fate. Okay. Remove ship debris. Remove ship debris. Oh, is that something I wanted to happen? Did I want the ship debris to go? Oh no, I've kept the scavenger site. Okay, that's good. Because that's really useful, giving us little amounts of alloys and stuff ticking through. Okay. It's so bizarre having to build housing here, though. So bizarre. Okay. Right. Okie dokie. So that's that then done. Where are MSI? They're going to be over here, aren't they? Yeah, unknown contact, but that'll be there. That's fine. We'll leave them to them at the moment. Oh yeah, that's the Fallen Empire. And they will be very much, as long as we leave them alone, they'll leave us alone. What have we got? Archaeological site finished. That's the one we've just done. Survey. Right, another tradition. What do we want? Starbase capacity. Upgrade costs cheaper. I mean, we're not at war yet, so we don't desperately need it, but upgrade costs cheaper would be good. Because that means when we start upgrading to starholds and stuff, that should make it cheaper to do. Which means we can do it faster. And it costs us less, which means we can put more resources elsewhere. So I'm liking all of that. We're trying to be friendly with you, aren't we? Have we got a... No, you don't want to let us have an embassy yet. That's fine. Okay, there's our... Whoa. Okay. Into the future, we have come a long way since claiming our freedom. The ship we arrived on has been stripped of everything of value, and our technology has advanced to the point that there are few secrets remaining. But we must never forget the sacrifices of the past, nor the cost of casting off our shackles. The crashed slaver ship will be converted into a public memorial commemorating the birth of our nation. Okay. So, unlocks the memorial to the Unshackled decision on Polvan, converts the crashed salver ship into the memorial of the Unshackled, providing 2 culture worker jobs. The scavenger sites, the scrap refinery, and the makeshift farms will be converted into normal advanced infrastructure. The scavenger sites will now produce clerk jobs instead of scavenger jobs. Okay, so that just turns it into a normal capital, which I'm kind of okay with. Okay, let's get our new research first. Let's get the defense planning. We can then make our memorial to the Unshackled. Oh, wow, that's going to take time. That's fine, though. Generator world. You need housing. That's okay. We can do that. You also need jobs, so we can do that. Okay, so it's all slowly coming together. Hang on. They declared us their rival. You already had. We declared it back, didn't we? Okay. Right, the Alliance of Hif, who we're actually already friendly with. Okay. First contact event pending. Okay. Reports of the deep space drones in certain systems have been investigated. The drones appear to be the workers and custodians of an autonomous orbital mining operation established millennia ago, and are soon abandoned by all but the drones themselves. Judging by the state of the processing equipment, the purpose is obvious enough: mining. but who it is that tasked them is not immediately apparent. What is obvious is that no shipment of minerals has been retrieved from this system in hundreds, if not thousands of years. They may only be old drones, but they should be kept under a close watch. Okay? It gives us the drone study, which is fine. That says that's complete then as a research first contact situation. Who are you? Let's set another first contact going. Right. This is already becoming quite a large empire, but that's fine. I'm okay having my little corner of space and playing a little bit tall.
Construction complete.
Okay. Where are you? You're here. Okay. You just go out and survey stuff? Not quite sure we are idle, because this one is the one that's going around doing stuff. That's fine. Okay. There's our colony here, so that's now set up. So the first thing I want to get down are the gene clinics, because that's going to increase population growth and give us some amenities to keep everyone happy. Because we like happy people. Happy people work harder for us. Okay. So the ISS Forge has successfully restored power to the automated shipyards. The facility immediately resumed its interrupted construction order, using what materials it had on hand to build an advanced frigate of unnamed design. Unfortunately, the ancient facility broke down completely afterwards and has been deemed beyond repair. We have sent a crew to the new ship and pressed it into service in our fleet. Excellent, so we get a free ship out of that. Which is... oh, it looks like we've got 2 maybe? Let's have a look at it. There we go. Dark Wanderer. Nice. So Mark 4 lasers. Mark 1 proton launchers. Interesting setup. And that's our other one that we brought back. So we've got a couple of advanced fleets that are just, you know, random. Can we merge them? Not allowed to merge. Must be 2 of the same class. Oh. Okay. Fine. At least we'll send you there to be docked. Okay. So, what do we want to do? I think, like I say, things are progressing nicely and I'm trying not to rush them. So you're now done as your construction. Let's fill in this one and then we can get that archaeological site. Oh, nice. One of our scientists has gained Spark of Genius. That's always lovely. Illicit matter. The ISS Ilofir finds a disturbing tangle of technology hidden in a deep crater in the asteroid's surface. Evidently, someone has, rather by simplistic means, managed to stabilise a one-way wormhole. Science Officer Tem Trine suggests that the asteroid is an exit point and the other end opens up somewhere in an uncharted space some light years away from a black hole, from the small quantities of dark matter that are leaking being siphoned through the wormhole. Whoever set this up must have abandoned the operation. Nice, so we get a dark matter deposit out of that. That's really helpful for later on. Yeah, we get the dark matter. That is, yeah, dark matter's great. Use that for very advanced stuff. Okay, the awareness... ooh, okay, we're going to want to change that. So the awareness of this society has become partially aware. Okay, we've been approached by a delegation of the subterranean aliens. Seems their empire has fallen on hard times. They would like some food. Yes, we're in the positive, so we're happy to give you that now. Right, I don't want them to become aware, so diplomacy... we're very friendly with the Alliance of Hif, so we'll send him there so that we can try and decrease awareness. Oh, hang on. No, we don't want to do that then. No. Pull you back. Can't move. I don't want the spy network now if that's harder to do. Oh yeah, passive. I'm already being as light as I can. Something is out there, but what? At the start of the month, their awareness was 30. Okay. Okay. I mean, that's pretty much what we're doing. They could see he's not the same person. Okay, so we've got a spy network, the Indo... Okay. I don't want to influence them. I just need to... Good, they've decreased to low awareness. That's fine. Okay, this particular asteroid is an extrasolar capture and appears to have been washed with some kind of exotic radiation as it plummeted through interstellar space before finally settling in the system. The original source of the radiation remains unknown, but the ISS Illufair has been able to pick up a wealth of physics data by studying the emissions. Nice. Free physics research. That's always good. Okay, you've leveled up. Whoa. Cannot find any other unsurveyed systems. Oh, that would be why the scientist piloting it died. Right, you get a new one then, and off you go. The scientist died of old age. That's a shame. Oh well. That's what happens with leaders. They will get old. Okay, who wants an embassy? Yes! I would like these guys to have an embassy with us because that means that we can start getting friendly with them. They've opened their borders to us. Nice. Okay, a small short-range transmitter has been located on the surface of Waga 2. It appears to be an ancient survey marker placed here eons ago to mark a large deposit of precious metals. The miners it was meant for evidently never arrived, as the deposit is still there. Nice. So that gives us more mineable resources at that facility. Right. Now that you're being slightly nice with us, can we do stuff? We can guarantee their independence. Okay, we don't want to do that. Guarantee. Yeah, they're not going to go for that. They're not going to go for that. They're not going to vassalise themselves to me. I mean, it'd be cool if they would. They were, what, 300 away? Can we make that happen? Can we make that happen? If we give you independent diplomacy, you're allowed to expand on your own to start with. We will do... You don't have to join any of our conflicts. Give you no holdings, unified sensors. We're at 69. We could tip them a little bit and then we can start pulling it back. So what if we start giving you... What if we gave you... What else can we give you? A little bit of research? No, hang on. A little bit of research? A little bit of basic materials? Yeah. Okay. We'll have to save up for that influence then, but we can get them to do that then, actually. If we can get them... No, we can't use favours for that. We cannot use favours for that. Okay. We just need to save up. Okay, that's interesting. We can get them to do that. Okay, Requiem for a drone. In an unexpected turn of events, grief seems to have taken over Sansham 3. We are witnessing an unprecedented halt of the work in an entire hive. In the aftermath of the death of a singular drone. Okay, so this is about a hive mind that we're watching. But the hive seems to be holding some kind of ceremony where the drone is almost religiously cut into pieces before those pieces are taken to various nurseries for newborn drones. Moments later, the entire hive springs into motion once again. It is highly confusing and looks a lot like an event of spiritual importance. Very interesting. Okay, nice chunk of society research. That's good. Okay, let's try and up our fleet a bit more. Oh, that's good. That didn't burn through all of our alloys, suggesting that's now going to be at full strength, that fleet. So, the Oleofnir has recovered a reflective polygonal object, blimey, bringing it on board for a detailed study. The object's most intriguing quality is its ability to reflect most types of low-frequency energy beams directed at it. High-frequency energy beams, however, remain unaffected, making the object's properties useless with regards to any potential fleet defence application. Despite the extensive examination, the ISS Illufair research team has been unable to determine the function or the origin of this peculiar polygon. It appears to now be hollow, but its metalloid surface is engraved with some kind of scientific notion though the full meaning of this coded data eludes us. Temtrine believes it relates to wormhole metrics. Our research team was able to glean some fascinating insights into wormhole theory by studying these notions. Whatever purpose the object was created for, however, it is still a mystery. Okay, so an Elgite insight and a chunk of physics research, which is good. It's fine, you guys expand where you need to. Did they just lose that black hole? I don't like the fact it looks like they lost that black hole. Right, let's go and get this one next. Because that is close enough that they could try and jump over with an influence. So let's lock that system down before our allies try and jump our blockade and expand past. Because you don't have to take the systems that are adjacent to yours, it's just cheaper to do so. Right, okay, a large group of refugees from the underground alien empire on Prime has recently streamed out of their tunnels into the surface, chased by a small army. They are apparently part of some sort of religious minority where they claim they're fleeing persecution. If we let them join our colonists on the surface, it will no doubt anger the rulers of the empire they fled from. However, if we let the pursuing army take them back underground, they'll likely face execution. Well, here's a bit of roleplay for you, my friends. We're egalitarian. Everyone is equal. They are allowed to join us, and people can worship who they want. Right, so let them join our colony. And that's the end of it. Be told. Right, okay. More research. There's our defense armies. Great. Oh. Interpretation signal. Some form of aesthetic design has been employed over the most of the surface landscape of Wentworth Artem. Our scientists suspected that even the remaining untouched areas are merely crafted wilderness, and they serve a wider horticultural goal. Towards the conclusion of our research, we stumbled across a beacon, the sole example of technology on this world. When activated, it uploaded a catalogue of every plant and animal species found at Wentworth Artem, as well as a reference pointer to a nearby Reliat. No clue was left as to which to identify the planet's designers. Interesting. Begins the kept grounds event chain. Okay. Okay. Oh, we're unable to build a... Why are we unable to build a starbase there? No. Why are we unable to build a starbase there? Because there's caretakers there. Okay, right. Well, let's get this research going and then we'll figure out what we're doing from there. Do I want the alien zoo? No, let's get the research speed. Why am I not allowed to? Right. So, someone pointed out I can go Control Shift and force the research to be done soon. Put it at the top of the queue. I knew I could do that. I just forgot what the short key was. So thank you very much for that in the comment. So, add that to the top of the queue because we need to lock that system down. So you keep moving here so you're nice and close. Oh, we're now in a mineral deficit. I don't like that. Okay, where are our minerals actually? We don't have a mineral world at the moment, do we? No, this is where we're getting minerals from. Okay, you were going to be a breadbasket. I think I'm just going to have to make this one a mineral world. Let's set that going. Because we're going to need minerals, because half of our race eats rocks. But I've just looked at the clock, so I think that's going to be our time for today. So, as usual, likes, comments, subscriptions, they will help the channel grow. They help get out in front of other people. So thank you very much to those of you that do that. It is very much appreciated. Thank you very much to my patrons as well. So as a patron, don't forget, you do get access to download the save files for Satisfactory and Stranded Deep currently. So please do take advantage of that. But other than that, thank you all very much for joining me today. I hope you have a great day, and I will catch you all next time.